Hello, and welcome to the Sports Report. I'm Dylan Shenson, and today we're covering boys and girls basketball, boys and girls soccer, and girls water polo. Let's begin. Girls basketball beat Alemany High School last Saturday, 65-49 on their home court. On Tuesday, however, they lost against Shamlat High School 73-41. Sophomore Kiki Irfan led the scoring with 13 points. This brings their league record to 2-1 and their overall record to 15-6. Come support them in their home game today against Notre Dame Academy at 6 p.m. Last Friday, boys soccer lost 4-1 against rival Loyola. They tied 1-1 earlier this season. Luca Dor scored his first goal of the season. On Wednesday, soccer also tied against St. Francis 1-1. Langston Hawley scored the only goal in the game for the Wolverines. This brings their overall record to 8-4-2 and their league record to 5-1-2. Junior Pablo Greenlee and senior Alec Katz have been out with injuries. Next week, the team plays Crespi on Wednesday and Shamlat on Friday. For more information, check out Lucas Solo's article in the Chronicle online. The girls' soccer team recently defeated Notre Dame 4-0, bringing their record to a solid 10-0-6. The team looks to maintain their perfect record when they face off against Marymount today. Come support the team at Ted Slavin Field or tune in to HWTV at 5 p.m. The girls' water polo team's record is currently hovering around 500. The team has a winning record in league games and will hope to improve their record when they play Saturday, tomorrow, at 5 p.m. Varsity boys basketball has an overall record of 15-5 and a league record of 3-1 after beating St. Francis 68-53. Tomorrow, they play Westchester at 7 p.m. at Cerritos College for a non-league game. I sat down with junior center Mason Hooks to discuss the season and the future of the team. So, Mason, what were your main takeaways from the Harvard-Westlake Loyola game?
So my main takeaways were really we didn't do a good enough job of the simple things. You know, the things that we've been doing for a long time that are kind of the core of who we are. We didn't really execute very well. And so that goes from we didn't box out well enough. We gave up too many offensive rebounds. And then especially in transition, we gave up a lot of wide open layups and dunks that, are big momentum plays. And, for me, I think we got to kind of get back to kind of our foundation on both sides of the ball. But, just kind of locking down and making sure those are still in place.
For sure. So those sound like things you want to work on for the rest of the season so you guys are ready to go for the upcoming games.
Yeah, definitely.
And, last year you were a sophomore. You were a valuable contributor to the team. But how has your role changed from being a sophomore to now being a junior?
Yeah, so last year we were very young. It was all sophomores. We had one senior, Simon Pompan, who was great for us. But my role as a leader of the team and as a contributor hasn't really changed as much. I think they still look to me to do a lot of the same things, but I think I've just kind of gotten better at all those ways that I contribute. So, rebounding and scoring, it's all been things that I did before, but I think I've just gotten better. And, just leading, being very vocal on the court is very, a big deal to my game, I think.
Yeah, as an individual player, we've seen a lot of improvement. But as a team, you guys are happy with the season. You played all your preseason tournaments. You guys played about half your league games. What are you looking forward to for the rest of the season?
Yeah, so now is when it really starts to matter, every single game. And so what we're looking forward to the most, I think, is the Mission League tournament at the end of the year. And after that we got CIF, and I think we have a really good shot at Division I. We're probably not going to make Open after that loss, which is too bad. That was our goal, but we still have a really good shot at Division I. And after that it's state, and our goal is to win all three. So.
Individually, I've seen your shooting get a lot better. You're starting to hit three, you're starting to hit free throws. But from your own perspective, what have you really worked on from last year to this year?
Yeah, so I think, I'm in way better shape just to start. I really worked on that in the off season. I ran a lot on the track, worked out a lot just to make sure I wasn't, getting tired at the end of the games because I tend to play a lot. And other than that, I think I'm just, I'm moving better. That has to do with the conditioning as well. But I worked on quickness and agility a lot, and I worked on shooting, like you said. But what I might be most proud of, at least right now, is my free throw shooting, because last year I was pretty middle of the road, and I think I've really improved this year.
Yeah, and most of you guys that are the star players, you, Johnny, Spencer, Holden, Brace, all those guys, you guys are all juniors. Mm-hmm. So next year when you guys are seniors, what do you think HW basketball will be like?
I think we're just going to be better. We will all have played with one another for another year, and that's always a good thing. And at that point, it'll be 4 years playing together. And I played with Holden and Spencer in 8th grade as well, so that'll be 5 years. And I think we'll we're going to really have we'll have a lot of good individuals, but I think we'll have a really good team too. And I think it's going to be really hard to beat us next year, just like it is hard to beat us this year.
Not only are you great on the court, but you're great in the booth. How do you
sir.
like doing HWTV?
It's just such a great time, and I don't have a ton of time to do it. I wish I had more time, but every time I've done it, it's just been a blast. And I was doing the girls' game last Saturday, and they had Asher Lowe, who did HWTV a couple years ago, and now he's doing play-by-play at Wisconsin, and it was just really cool to see, how great he was at it, I guess, and you're well on your way, I guess. So
thanks, Mason.
Yeah, it's
Appreciate
a good time.
that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, Mason. Good luck this season. One team, one goal.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
For daily sports updates, direct connection to our live streams, and game recaps, download the HW Athletics app. And that's it for this week's Sports Report. Be on the lookout for the first campus news report focusing on news and events around campus. I'm Dylan Shenson, and I'll see you next time.